Okay. Gives me great pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Kimby Barton, the Director of Health Products and Inspections and Licensing, Health Products Compliance Directorate. Since joining Health Canada in 2002, Kimby has taken on several key roles, including reviewer and manager with the Marketed Health Products Directorate. From 2009 to 2015, she filled roles as both Director of Cardiology, Allergy, and Neurological Sciences, as well as the Interim Senior Executive Director with the Therapeutic Products Directorate. Following a one-year position as Interim Director of the Medical Devices Bureau in 2016, Kimby has now taken the role of Director of the Health Products and Licensing Division, where she currently remains. So to kick us off for the day, please welcome to the stage Kimby Barton, who will be delivering an overview and updates from the Health Products Inspection and Licensing Division.
Microphone I'm using here. This one? We'll find out. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, and thanks for coming today. This is going to be my first presentation ever using my new progressive lenses, so forgive me if they suddenly fall off my face mid-presentation. I've never used them before in this type of a scenario, so aging is lovely. So as Steve said, my name's Kimby. I've been the Director of Health Product Inspection and Licensing for 2 years, July 31st of this year. And there definitely have been times where I did not think I would survive it, but I have made it this far, yay. I will begin my presentation by saying, go Raptors. Big game tonight. As a former inhabitant of Toronto, I can still cheer for the Raptors, but I'm afraid I must cheer for the Senators in lieu of the Leafs. My apologies. So, for what I am going to talk to you about today, a little bit of an organizational overview, some updates on our legislative and regulatory adjustments. I'm sure people have seen the government has been moving fast and furiously recently with updates to both ledge and regulations. A little bit about some of our changes to policy and guidance documents. How we're trying to do a little bit more stakeholder engagement, just some statistics and updates on our domestic and foreign on-site inspection programs, information on our international collaboration, and also the expanded sunscreen pilot, which I know has been of interest to a number of stakeholder associations and companies, and then highlighting for people what some of our identified priorities are for 2019 and 2020. So these are some of our buildings. I work in the big tall one. That is the one in Ottawa for people who have been there. That's the Jean Mance building, and we also apparently have a picture of the Scarborough Midland building taken from the 401. In terms of just a couple of organizational updates, I'm not sure how many people were aware that Tina Green, who was our Assistant Deputy Minister of the Regulatory Operations and Enforcement Branch, has moved on to the Treasury Board Secretariat. So currently, Stefania Trombetti, who was my former Director General, is now acting as the Assistant Deputy Minister for our branch. And Lindsay Hollett, who is the Director of the Health Product Compliance and Risk Management Division, is the Acting Director General until July. And then Mary Morgan, who is the Associate Director of HPCRM, has taken over as the Director of that division. So just so people know, if you're trying to get hold of anyone within our organization, there has been some shuffling. So you might be finding different people that you're suddenly interacting with. So, just so people know, we were in 2016, the Regulatory Operations and Regions branch was created from Regional and Programs branch, and also from the former HPFB Inspectorate. And we recently changed our name again, just to keep everyone on their toes. So we are now the Regulatory Operations and Enforcement Branch. So just so people are aware that when you hear from ROBE or ROBE, we haven't decided how to pronounce the acronym yet, that is the same as previously RORB, same organization. So the primary function of ROBE is obviously compliance and enforcement, and our mission is informing and protecting Canadian population from health risks associated with products, substances, and the environment, so that hasn't changed. We do have 8 directorates within the branch. There's our Labs Directorate, which does testing, sampling, drug analysis. The Planning and Operations Directorate, which is a horizontal function that supports